as far as giving your rights away, you've got to stop doing this. When you give someone else's rights away, you give your own away. And I know a lot of you don't understand what rights you have, but I'm going to give you this great example in what's going on now, right? There was a woman in Idaho where a sheriff had 3 stormtrooper-sized men bullying her, grabbing her, trying to zip tie her because she said something he didn't like in a public town hall meeting. Okay, this is illegal as shit. We are not Nazi Germany. No one can tell you in a public meeting that's open to the public, to the constituency, to the public at large in your county or your city or your state. No one can forcibly remove you because you say something they don't like. It doesn't matter they're elected. In fact, that makes it worse. They're elected by the constituency. They have no authority to bully and harass and arrest the constituency because they don't like what they're saying. Now, we can argue about who's better, the Trump cults, and I'm going to call you guys Trump cults. If you're in the Trump cult, you are in a cult because no one took your rights away when oodles and noodles of Moms for Liberty were going to school board meetings and screaming and carrying on. I have sat in one of those. It was a nightmare. Okay? But no one arrested her or her friends. No one bullied her. They let her ramble on and scream on. And then when she finally had thought that she had said everything she could possibly say, she sat down and the meeting continued. That's how a democracy works. The minute, the very second you even think about arresting someone for disagreeing with you and verbally saying so in a public town hall meeting, you have stepped into fascism. And everybody going, oh, well, that's such an overused word. It's not an overused word. It is a well-defined word. And when you do not have the right to speak in a public hearing, that's fascism. That's communism, depending on what group is telling you to shut up. The group that is a nationalist, Christian nationalist group is a fascist group. The group that believes in no big business, no, everything should be owned by the proletariats, which does not even exist in reality. We've talked about this. That would be communism. Communism doesn't even exist on this planet as Karl Marx ideally wanted it to. Well, I've read of one hippie commune somewhere in upstate New York, upstate Pennsylvania. That's it. That's the only place. They make their own food. They make their own beer. They make their own vodka. They're fully self-contained. Nobody argues with anybody. And they have a council of leaders and that's it. And there's only like 200 people there. And they live basically kind of in the wild, if you ask my opinion. But I like to shower every day, so. But as far as, telling you what you can or cannot do, no. Right now, we are looking at people trying to take your rights. And if you are okay with them taking the rights of somebody because you think they're a libtard or they're a Dem or they're this or they're that or whatever little they're telling you, oh, they're illegal. They don't have a right to have a voice. The irony is the Constitution of the United States states unequivocally that all people on American soil are entitled to the protections of the Constitution. All of us. Legal, illegal, natural born. As stupid as some of us natural born people are, honestly. I know people that have immigrated and have taken the test. I know people that couldn't pass that test that are natural born. So the issue then becomes, are we going to continue to allow these people? Because it's a few people misleading you, right? What happens when they don't like what you say? You've given away the rights by allowing them to take them from somebody you think opposes you, and that's okay with you. It's like the heckling that went on in the State of the Union. Marjorie Taylor Greene started that. She did it the very first Biden speech, did she not? Stood up. Did we so easily and so quickly forget the hypocrisy? They showed us their hypocrisy. She was never asked to leave. She did it for years. No one asked her to leave. No one said a word other than to let her go on and then continue to truck forward, because it was a public event. And the members of Congress, they're there for that particular event, and they have special seating for that public event. Did she take advantage of her position? If she was okay to take care of her position and abuse it, per se, then you can't be mad at a Democrat that did the exact same thing. It's hypocrisy. No one took her right away. Why was it okay to take his? I need you to think about it, because that trickles down to average you and me. What happens when you say something they don't like? Think about it. Peace.